Okay, guys, so I'm going to talk about two different things in this episode. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is about how you need to stop reading the news and how you need to start creating the news. And the second thing is I'm going to talk about McDonald's and how you can function and operate the same way. So the first thing that I'm going to talk to you about right now is how you can get out of your own way, I suppose, is the best way for me to explain this to you. So you need to think about your activities that you're doing, like social media especially. Are you just scrolling and running through the feeds, hoping that you're going to find something that's nice and fuzzy and make you feel cold and warm and all that kind of stuff? Or are you actually doing it for a purpose? Are you doing your social media because there's an outcome attached to this? And this is one of the things I've talked about all the time. You need to have outcome attached to that activity that you're doing. If you're not, you're just playing at it. So think about this. When you're on social media, what, in terms of time, are you spending creating that content versus you absorbing that content? Because if all you're doing is absorbing, then you're not bringing any value to anybody else there. You're the one that's taking all that information in, but you're not giving anything back. And if you're using it for marketing and you're not putting it out there, no one's knowing what you're doing. So it's important that you have a ratio split so you know that you spend X amount of time creating the news versus X amount of time just reading the news. Think about that moving forward and certainly put that into a strategy. If you want a content plan, I'll put a link in the comment section somewhere, wherever you're watching this, to download a free content planner, a calendar that I put together completely free. You can download it straight away and get access to it straight away. Listen, it just helps you to make sure that you're creating the news and not just absorbing it. You're not just reading the news, you're creating it. So this is so important to do this. And then the second stage we're going to talk about right now is how you can start to think and act more like McDonald's. Here's a clue. Do you want fries with that shake? McDonald's spends around $2 per customer to get them into the store. Now, what you've got to consider is that each burger costs approximately $2. So there's a very little margin that they have left. It's very squeezed. It's very tight. So what do? You think about it. Whenever you go to a McDonald's, and if obviously you've just come out of this lockdown, you're excited to get there right now, but what is it that they do? They ask if, do you want fries with that? Do you want a shake with that? Do you want this or that? Or do you want it to go large? So they're encouraged to ask you to scale up because they know that that will increase their margin radically. Now, my question for yourself in terms of your business, in terms of your marketing right now, what is it that you do to scale up? What is it that you do to ask for more? Do you ask if you want your customers to get the large version, the next version? Do you ask them to get fries with that shake? Do you ask them to get shakes with that main meal? This is the thing that you've got to maybe think about more when you're in your business and you're doing the things that you're doing, is how can you get them to scale up? What can you do to get more from that particular customer? Now, let me tell you something I see that happens, and this happens a lot in the digital space, especially in the website world where people build websites for a living. What they'll do is they'll build a website, they'll hand over the website, and then they run away, because what they don't want is any issues with it. The same happens with design, with branding, identity, and logos. And like I said, in the design and the digital space, this is really it happens a lot, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So what you really want to be doing is going back to them and saying, how is everything? Is it doing everything that you wanted to? Is it not doing things that you thought it would do? Is there anything I can do to make it better? Do you want fries with that shake? Do you want me to scale you up to that next level? And these are the things that you will, if you start to add this, the multipliers on your business, the level of revenue that you can lift by asking someone to go large is crazy. Listen, we've got enough experience, we've got enough case studies from the companies like the Burger Kings, like the McDonald's, like the fast food chain industries that show us the way. We don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. Everything's been done. The legwork's been done. You've just got to follow suit. So this is what I want you to think about today and moving forward. When you're selling your product, when you're pitching your product, don't think that you have to give a part of it for free. Don't think that you can't ask for more. Maybe you are a web business. Maybe you are a company that sells websites and you want to ask, rather than giving them the hosting for free, you charge them for the hosting. That's the scale up. That's the next level. Maybe it's then the added additional security to that. Maybe it's the SSL or whatever it may be like that as well. Guys, Don't give away things. Scale up. Ask for more. So think about this for moving forward in terms of everything that you do. Think like McDonald's. What can I do to assist you more? Do you want to go large? Do you want fries with that? And I guarantee you start doing this for your business, for your marketing, things will change. Have a good day, guys.